Emma Romano here. So I put my wall's falling. I put a post up the other day saying, one of the biggest issues in relationships is when both people are in their masculine or both people in their feminine. And it was quite amazing, the feedback I got. It was fantastic. But I also noticed how many people were they weren't quite sure what it was. So masculine, feminine energy is simply this. Masculine energy is very directive, it's very solution-based, it's very goal-orientated. And feminine energy is all about nurturing, receiving, understanding, things like that. Hey, Ariel. So we all swap constantly. Like right now, I'm in my masculine energy and you're in your feminine energy because I'm directing information and you're receiving it. So it doesn't matter if you're male or female. It's just we swap. We come and go all the time. What happens is this. If I'm in my masculine all the time, one of the biggest problems you'll have, especially with mothers with teen boys. The teen boys are trying to be in their masculine and they're trying to be solution-based and goal-orientated, but the mother is more in their masculine. And what'll happen is, so say this is teen boy, like he'll be in his masculine, yeah, mom, I've got homework, but what I think I might do is I might do it later on when I'm more relaxed, and right now I'm going to play games. Mum comes up. Her solution is different to this solution and will say things like this. You don't know what you want. You need to do your homework now. So you're both in your masculine. And it's like literally two dicks fighting, two swords. One has to fall into their feminine. And what will happen is the masculine, say the son, if he's not winning, he will go in his feminine, but he'll run away, which is his distorted feminine. So he'll just go, fuck you, mum, you don't fucking understand, fuck you, and go off. Mum's won, but doesn't feel good about it. So there's feminine and masculine, but there's distorted feminine and distorted masculine. And there's also shadow. So I'll give an example. Centered masculine is a masculine figure. So right now I'm very centered masculine. I'm giving you information in a very centered way. If I was to be distorted masculine, I could be like this. You don't fucking understand what you're even talking about. This is what you need to be doing. I fucking know what you need to be doing. Or I can be shadow masculine and I could be very manipulative but very quiet. So this is what I'm going to tell you to do, son. You're going to do it my way because you just do what I say. You don't do anything else. You got that, son? You got it? So I'm in my mat. I'm directive, but I'm being sneaky and I'm being manipulative, but I'm not screaming. So for me to get my point across could be like this. If it was my son, I'd say, hey, that's a really good idea, but do you really think doing it right now or having a rest and then doing your homework is the best thing? If he goes, well, yeah, I do. Okay, great. Well, you know best. Then I have to fall back. So it makes sense. We also have the feminine energy. So feminine energy is very nurturing energy. It is very creative energy. So say I am cooking dinner for my family. I'm in my creative. I've got some music going in my flow. I feel amazing. I'm laughing. I'm joyful. My boys come in. Hey guys, gives a laugh, gives a hug. Hello, how you going? And I'm very centered. Jack comes in or Ben comes in and says, hey, I'm not going to do my homework right now. They're in their masculine. I'm in my feminine. I'm receiving the information. I'm going to have a rest. I'm going to chill out for a little while, play some games. I'm going to do my homework later. Okay, darling. Well, if you feel that's best for you, that's great. Just make sure you're doing it later, okay? Can I check in on you? Yeah, sure. Centered feminine. I'm going to do distorted feminine. So distorted feminine can be something like this. Yeah, but you know what? right? I made it all about me. I'm very, very manipulative. This is shadow feminine. I'm going to tell you what shadow feminine is now. I'm sitting there, I'm making dinner, everything's fine. I'm in my center feminine, I'm all good. I'm creating this beautiful meal. I'm in my loving place. Ben walks in and says, Mummy, I'm not going to do my homework right now. I'm going to play some games first, and when I'm feeling better and more better, I'm going to do my homework later. This is shadowed feminine. You're going to be such a failure. And I run away. Right? So I'm going to run away. Marie Bailey, it does have sound, hun. Maybe you don't have sound. So that's all the different feminines. So when you get, I was also asked, what about if it's a gay couple? You're going to be in feminine and masculine as well. So you can't be both. So if both of you are in feminine, both you are trying to receive and no one's giving. If both of you are in your masculine, both you're trying to be solution-based, but no one will be really listening to each other. Okay? So one has to be masculine, one has to be feminine. So it's like, you know when you've got magnets, one has to be positive, one has to be negative. You can't have two positives. In fact, if you put them together, one will flip around. It's when you're still fighting to be heard. So that's the biggest issue around what's happening with relationships. So if you're not talking to each other, you're both in your feminine. If you're both yelling at each other, you're both in your masculine. It's interesting, isn't it? You have to flip around, but you also have to know. I hope that helps you guys. I hope that's interesting. I do teach this more in Family Freedom Protocol, which starts on the 2nd of November. It's really interesting work. I have my biggest issue is I'm in my masculine a lot. I used to think being in your feminine was getting your nails done, having your hair done, it's nothing to do with it, because I've always been girly, but very much in my masculine. So I'm the solution based. I know what to do. I make the decisions. And as a female, being in that all the time gets fucking exhausted. I get really exhausted. And so I have to really switch into my feminine after I work. So I could be my masculine all day. I'm making decisions for businesses, for clients, for my family. But when my husband comes home, I have to switch over into my feminine to give him that chance to be in his masculine. How do I do that? I will tell you. So what I will do is I will shower. I will ground myself. I find cooking really helps me in that. I will find doing things like going for a walk and getting to nature, hugging a tree, just gets me into my feminine. I used to wear real man's pajamas. Like I used to actually wear Anthony's pajamas, and I don't do that anymore. I just go to Kmart. Yes, Vanessa, it's true. I go to Kmart and I get really cute satiny sort of pajamas or a nightie, something very feminine. I'll put on a beautiful fragrance, like a very natural fragrance. I will, when Anthony walks in the front door, I will hold and hug him. And I'll let him hold me. So I'm in my feminine. I'm receiving that. He's my protector. He's looking after me. And I know when I'm in my masculine too much, I will try and make all the decisions. And then when I make all the decisions, I get shitty that I'm tired. Right? It's a work in progress. I've been taught to be my masculine all my life. All my life, I've been taught to be the one who makes the decisions and be in my masculine. But the men have to stand up, or your partner has to stand up if you want to be in your feminine, because you can't both be in your feminine. I'm going to give an example. Say you've got a lion and a lioness and they've got cubs. The lioness will stay home and she'll look after her cubs and make sure they're fine. It'll be the lion that will go out, and he's the hunter. So he'll go out and he'll protect. He'll make sure the area, no cheaters are coming in. He'll go out and get the meal. So what if the lion says, hey, dolls, I'm not going to do it today. I'm just going to chill out with the kids at home. Going to watch a bit of Netflix. Going to lay on the couch. She has to step up because she's got to feed her babies. She's got to make sure everything's protected. So she'll go out that day. She'll go, all right, fuck yes, I'll go out. And I'm going to be the bloke, right? Or the masculine. Sorry, not the bloke. I'm going to be my masculine and I'm going to hunt, right, while you look after the kids. So she goes off. She gets a couple of rabbits, brings them home, feeds the kids, feeds the husband. And he says, you know what? I'm going to do it again. I'm going to sit at home. I'm going to look after kids. The kids are all right. And I'm going to do it. But what if she sat there and she went, okay, dolls, we're both being our feminine now. I'm going to be in feminine too. We'll both sit in feminine and we'll both stay home. They're going to starve. So she has to go out and she has to hunt. She has to protect while he sits there and plays with the kids. She cannot be in her feminine unless he goes, right, I'm done. Sorry, dolls. I've had my 2 days off. I'll go out now. Does it make sense? He has to. So when the masculine says, hey, to his partner, you need to come down your feminine before I can go my masculine, it's absolutely fucking bullshit. It's bullshit. It cannot happen because you're both in your feminine. He has to step up. So I'm going to say this in the most loveliest way possible. Most men will have balls. Well, I'm just talking about the normal, like, husband and wife kind of thing, the one that goes out and does the work and stuff. Most men will have balls. You need to fucking earn them too. And what a partner in their feminine will do, they will test that masculine energy. It's a natural thing. Whether you're male or female in your feminine energy, we would test that masculine energy to make sure that they're a brick wall. Your teens will do it to you too. They'll sit, a teen will sit there and go, I fucking hate you. You don't know what you're talking about. I just go, I'm a brick wall. I'm not going anywhere. Doesn't matter what you say to me. I'm not going anywhere. Simple as that. A no's a no. Boundaries. Simple as that. So we will always test. And we won't do it consciously. We'll do it very unconsciously, because if we're in our feminine, we have to make sure our cubs are being looked after. So we'll test. And it is that masculine energy. If I test that masculine energy and they fall over, I will feel very unsafe. So then I have to be in my masculine, but it won't be my centered masculine. It will be my distorted masculine. And this is what I mean. I have to make all the fucking decisions around here. Oh my God, I'm fucking exhausted. Right, now let's play. And I'll go into control freak mode because I'm in fear. I don't feel safe. It's interesting work, isn't it? When you learn about masculine and feminine work, it's, oh my God, it's amazing work. So you can go into any family, and if there is a disconnect, you can see it, masculine, feminine. You will get angry teenagers. It's because that angry teenager, the parents have freaking, they're in their feminine. They're both in their feminine. And what will happen is the teenage boy or daughter, they have to be in their masculine, and they're in fear. So an angry child is a fearful child because they're unsure. It's very interesting work. Jillian, this is a game changer for us when we both learned that. Yeah, it was a game changer for me and Anthony because I was always in my masculine. He was always in his feminine. And Anthony, big guy, big Italian guy, his whole life he's been told what to say, what to do. That's his feminine, but distorted feminine. It's interesting, isn't it? So it doesn't matter. Like, you can get some husband and wives. The wife goes out and she's in a masculine all day while the husband stays at home. It works perfectly. She can come home and you will swap all day. You can get a lesbian couple, a gay couple. You can get any couple. I'm not talking about having a vagina or a penis. I'm talking about a masculine, feminine energy. So again, right now, I'm in my masculine because I'm directing information to you. And you're in your feminine because you're receiving it. Right? It's interesting. Anyway, guys, if you want to know more, just private message me and we can have a chat. Or you might want to do a podcast on it or whatever you might want to do. It's very interesting work. So, love you guys. See ya. Bye.